What it do, gang? It's your boy Two-Time Moto TV, and we back with another video, gang. Today I'm gonna talk about a few reasons why I went with the Mercedes Benz E63 rather than Mopar. So guys, in this video I'm not gonna go in any particular order of why I chose to go with a Mercedes Benz instead of any Mopar or Dodge product. This is just my personal opinion of why I went with Mercedes Benz. First off, this is a German engineered vehicle. It's a German product. Germany is known for their reliability. Expensive, but their reliability is top notch out of any other country made vehicle, as far as, let's say, American made vehicles or British or anything like that. Now, I'm not knocking any other vehicle, guys, so don't give me any hate comments below. If you do, then feel free. It really doesn't matter. This is just my personal opinion. But Mercedes-Benz typically make very reliable vehicles. Yes, it's expensive to maintain, but if you know how to work on your own vehicle, then it's really not that bad. I work on my own vehicle. Anything major that may come about, I may not take on that project, because I can end up messing up other things if I don't know what I'm doing. Anything minor I've already replaced, and I haven't had any major issues with the vehicle whatsoever. It's just little tedious stuff that, you know, go wrong just like any of your typical vehicles. So like I said, it's a German made product. As you guys know, the Autobahn is over there in Germany, so these cars are made just to stretch their leg and run wide open 24/7 without any issues or hiccups. So when you have that kind of road and you can max out a vehicle and just have it wide open 24/7, you know that the vehicle has to have some form of reliability with itself to be able to take on those kind of tasks. So like I said, German made vehicle. Autobahn is in Germany. They know what guys do with these cars. They like to beat on them. They like to go fast. That's the reason why they have to make them reliable. Number two, the engine in this vehicle is made by one man. It is put together by one man, not a robot, not by a manufacturing facility that has a bunch of moving parts and, like I said, a bunch of robots just putting together an engine and building on a car. No, this vehicle is put together by one individual. So you know that his blood, sweat, and tears goes into making sure that this vehicle 100% when it leaves his hands, because his name is stamped on the engine, as you guys can see from this photo here, and he has to make sure that it's very reliable. Because like I said, this is basically you signing off on something or giving somebody a service, and you want to back it by what you do. So you know that whoever the individual is that put together this engine, he's gonna make sure that it's 100% correct when it leaves his hands. Just a big difference in a lot of other vehicles that you do purchase and how they're made. You know, you don't know what you're getting until you get it. Some vehicles throw a check engine light just as soon as you leave the lot with 0 miles on it. Not saying that this vehicle can't do it because it's made by somebody, but you would know that somebody signing off on putting together a vehicle of this nature and of this brand is gonna make sure that everything is buttoned up and 100% before it leaves them, and make sure that the customer that he's selling it to or the dealership that he's selling it to is 100% happy with the product that they're getting. So number three, gang, is I wanted something different that don't too many people have, or you don't see too many of on the street, that individuals know what it is when they do see it and they know what it's capable of doing. There are a lot of Mopars such as Challengers and Chargers. Now, like I said, once again, not knocking any Mopar. I love Mopar to death. I would love to own one here in the near future. But for my taste and for what my plans was in a vehicle, I chose to go with Mercedes-Benz because it's different. It has a very tasteful curve appeal. When you're looking at the car, you can definitely add mods to it to make it even more tasteful, to make it look different than any other Mercedes-Benz on the street. Now, the E350 looks similar to the AMG as well, but you can tell the difference when you see an AMG versus a E350. These cars just stand out, and it screams luxury and sporty. In my opinion, you guys may think differently, but people know what this vehicle is. Wherever I go, they know what it'll do. They don't see too many of them, so it's kind of a ooh ah kind of deal. When they see it, they be like, oh my god, is that the AMG? Yes, it is. So just for it being different and not so sought after for what people do go for, that's in the same price range. And I mean, the speed is neck and neck with the Scatpacks. Now you do have E63s that's of a younger year that are out there racing and running with HellCats. So that's gonna go to my number 4 deal that I do want to explain to you guys, which is about the speed and the acceleration. So guys, number 4 is this vehicle is capable of doing everything that a Scat Pack can do, sometimes even more. I've raced a few Scat Packs, and I'm not saying that I'm dusting them whatsoever. It is a very close race every time. But this Mercedes Benz like to get up on that Scat Pack once we hit about 70 or 80. This E63 just want to continue to pull. That's what it's made for. Once again, it's made for the Autobahn. So this car is meant to stretch its legs. It have 200 on the dash, and it's capable of doing, I want to say, about 180, 190 plus with ease. So the torque on this vehicle is crazy. The horsepower is phenomenal. Stock straight out the box. It's almost neck and neck with the Scat Packs. I believe that the Mercedes Benz have about 20 plus more horsepower than your average Scat Pack or your stock Scat Packs. Also, if I did want to run against a Hellcat in this vehicle, they do have options for that. Posting it on the screen right now with the options that they do have, which will cost about an extra 10 grand. Now that's not even still up there with purchasing a Hellcat. A Hellcat nowadays will run you anywhere from $90,000 to $120,000. To me, that is absurd. So if I do get a Hellcat, I'm gonna definitely wait till they come down. But for now, I can definitely make something that'll be compatible of racing a Hellcat with this supercharger. So this supercharger give me upwards about close to 700 and some horsepower, 600 and some foot-pound torque. This car, I believe, is lighter than the Scat Pack, so that right there is already an advantage that the E63 have. So you don't have to have a lot more horsepower to compete with the Hellcat. Now they do sell Mercedes E63, C63s, S550s, and all different kinds of Mercedes that out of the box are running with Hellcats that come with 5.5 liter turbos. Me, I just wanted to stay naturally aspirated for now, because like I said, for now I'm just running with Scat Packs. Here shortly I will be supercharging this Mercedes Benz, so you guys make sure y'all stay tuned for that on the channel to actually be able to run with Hellcats and to be able to run with any other thing out here on the street, whether it's a C8 Corvette. And I know that them things are super light with a lot of horsepower, but at least I'll still be running with it, and I'm not just gonna get gap crazy. Somebody gonna give me the gap sauce with the C8s or whatnot. But so this car is very competitive on add-ons on what you can do this vehicle to make it compete with other vehicles out there on the street. Number 5 on my list is the price of this vehicle. I'm not 100% sure what the price is on these things. Now I will put a few of them here on the screen of what these E63s are going for, but you can practically get one of these vehicles cheaper than what you can a Scat Pack. And that's saying a lot, because that money that you're saving, if you do want to add a supercharger to it, you don't have to go with the biggest stage supercharger, you know, so you can actually get the smaller one and still be running with the Hellcat and still be cheaper than a Scat Pack. To me, it just make a lot more sense when buying a vehicle, seeing the additives that you can do to it. Now Scat Packs, you will have to change internals because those internals are not forged. So if you do run boost on a Scat Pack, you plan on replacing the engine, because you may shoot a piston or whatnot out the hood or out the bottom of your oil pan. With this vehicle, really the only thing that you need to upgrade is the transmission. Now the transmission on this thing is already beefy and can handle a lot of horsepower, but to be safe and to be able to sleep at night, you're gonna wanna add stronger gears, stronger clutches, the whole shebang with your transmission. So you're just gonna wanna do it right the first time. Now this engine is already forged with pistons, rods, the whole 9. Maybe if you wanna change the heads on it as well, you can. But everything with this engine is already set up for boost, and it can handle it. So that's another reason why I went with the E63, is because of the additives that you can do to this vehicle, instead of just being stock or just being content with the power that a vehicle has to offer off in the showroom floor, such as the Scat Pack. You having to spend a boatload of money on a Scat Pack just to make it compete with a lot of other things out here on the street if you did want to upgrade your Scat Pack. Like I said, nothing against Scat Pack. These cars are already fast, guys, so don't think I'm slandering anything. This was just my opinion for why I wanted to go with the Mercedes Benz instead of the Mopar. Now, I know you guys may be saying, well, why didn't you just go buy a Hellcat? Listen, guys, I didn't want to spend a ton of money on a vehicle right now until the day I do have it. I just feel like it's realistic enough to still have a sweet ride, something different that really you don't see on the street like that, and then down the road I can add things to it. So that was just what I wanted to do. And like I said, not even trying to pocket count me and say I just couldn't afford one. That's the reason why I'm trying to talk junk about it. No, because even if I did have the money, I'd probably still go with a newer model E63 or C63 or S550 Benz. I would still do it if I had the money. But like I said, it just didn't make sense to me that this car looks is still modern enough to where you feel like it's a newer model vehicle. Now, I can add a few carbon fiber pieces here and there, change the hood out. I can also do a facelift on the front and change my lights, because this body style is the same as the model that's right behind this one, which this is a 2011. So the 2012 have the single headlight in the front. It's either the 2012 or the 2014 or 15. It's one of the three. But yeah, so I can actually just change a few components to make it look even more modern in the front. So gang, I'm gonna end this video off with just a little bonus add-on. Instead of just stopping at 5, this is like the bonus add-on of why I went with Mercedes Benz instead of any Mopar or Dodge product. Basically the interior and what the interior is made out of, such as you guys can see in my vehicle, is carbon fiber, is real leather seats, it's real leather door panels, Alcantara on the side panels. Also, there is a panoramic roof in here, and just different accessories that this car has to offer that Mopar and Dodge just don't have to offer at the moment. Dodge has been making the same interior for so long to me, and I feel like that they need to change it up. I believe that they're doing that with this electric Challenger that they're coming out with, and they're gonna probably do it for any of their future vehicles. But for now, a lot of American made vehicles just have very cheap interior. That's the way that they save money on making a vehicle, and then they can basically upsell it once it get to the dealer. But Mercedes Benz seem like that they take time and handcrafting this leather and these, you know, different pieces that they have in the interior to make it a very luxurious vehicle and very comfortable to drive. This vehicle I can drive on road trips with my family and everybody's comfortable. We don't have to constantly get out the car and take breaks or things of that nature. I don't know if Dodge owners have to do that, but I definitely know you don't have to do that with this vehicle. So just with what the car is made out of, it makes it feel expensive. That's another good thing about Benzes than what Dodge have to offer. So two-time gang, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's not to slander anything Mopar Dodge, but that's what a lot of people is going for nowadays, and I just decided to make this video to tell y'all why I went with the E63, even for the YouTube channel, because I wanted to do something a little bit different. If you guys agree with me, make sure, you know, y'all leave them comments below, and if you don't leave them comments below, let me know what y'all think. Maybe something that I left out that I should have mentioned. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure y'all sub to the channel, smash that like button so we can get this video pushed out there, and for future uploads, make sure y'all tap that bell notification for more. Two Time Moto TV out, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, and until next time, peace.